Did you just hear the news that could change everything for millions Social Security and SSDI recipients across America? If you're one of the nearly 70 million Americans who depend on Social Security benefits, then what I'm about to share with you today could be the financial breakthrough you've been waiting for. Senator Bernie Sanders has just made a groundbreaking announcement regarding a potential $6.670 Social Security payment card, and the Social Security Administration has released what appears to be a comprehensive payment timeline that could affect your monthly benefits starting as early as next month. But before we dive deep into these incredible developments, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because this channel is your go-to source for the latest Social Security updates, benefit changes, and financial news that directly impacts your wallet. You don't want to miss any of these crucial updates that could mean hundreds or even thousands of extra dollars in your pocket. Are you ready to discover how this announcement could potentially transform your financial situation? Have you been struggling to make ends meet with your current Social Security payments? Well, today might just be the day that changes everything for you and millions of other Americans who have been advocating for increased Social Security benefits for years. The announcement that's sending shockwaves through the Social Security community comes directly from Senator Bernie Sanders' office, where he has been a longtime champion for Social Security expansion and increased benefits for retirees, disabled individuals, and survivors. Sanders has consistently argued that Social Security benefits are far too low to meet the basic needs of American seniors and disabled individuals, especially considering the rising costs of healthcare, housing, and everyday essentials that have skyrocketed over the past few years. What makes this particular announcement so significant is the specificity of the $6.670 figure and the mention of a payment card system that could revolutionize how Social Security benefits are distributed. But what exactly does this mean for you as a current or future Social Security recipient? How would this payment card work? And more importantly, when can you expect to see these enhanced payments hit your account? The timing of this announcement couldn't be more critical, especially when you consider that millions of Americans are currently facing unprecedented financial challenges. Inflation has been eating away at the purchasing power of fixed-income individuals, and many Social Security recipients have been forced to choose between paying for prescription medications, putting food on the table, or keeping a roof over their heads. Could this $6.670 payment card be the solution that finally provides the financial relief that so many desperately need? According to the information released by the Social Security Administration, this new payment timeline suggests a systematic rollout that would begin with the most vulnerable populations first. This means that individuals who are currently receiving Supplemental Security Income, or SSI, along with those who have been on Social Security disability insurance for extended periods, would likely be among the first to receive these enhanced payments. But the question remains, is this a one-time payment, or are we looking at a permanent increase to monthly Social Security benefits? The payment card concept itself represents a potentially revolutionary approach to benefit distribution. Instead of relying solely on direct deposits or traditional paper checks, this new system could provide recipients with a dedicated payment card that would be loaded with their enhanced benefits. This approach could offer several advantages, including faster payment processing, reduced banking fees for recipients who don't have traditional bank accounts, and enhanced security features that could protect against fraud and identity theft. But how exactly would you qualify for this $6.670 payment, and what steps do you need to take to ensure you don't miss out on this opportunity? The preliminary information suggests that eligibility would be based on several factors, including your current benefit amount, your length of time in the Social Security system, and your overall financial need. This means that individuals who have been receiving lower monthly payments or those who have been in the system for many years could potentially see the largest increases. The Social Security Administration's payment timeline indicates the rollout process would occur in phases over several months. The first phase would likely target individuals who are currently receiving both Social Security and SSI benefits, as these individuals typically have the greatest financial need. The second phase would expand to include all Social Security disability insurance recipients, while the third phase would encompass all retirement benefit recipients who meet specific criteria. What's particularly encouraging about this development is that it appears to address many of the long-standing concerns that advocates like Bernie Sanders have been raising about Social Security adequacy. For years, Sanders has argued that Social Security benefits should be increased across the board and that the program should be expanded to provide better coverage for all Americans. This $6.670 payment card could represent the first major step toward achieving those goals. However, it's important to understand that this announcement is still in the early stages, and there are several hurdles that must be cleared before these enhanced payments become reality. Congressional approval would likely be required for any significant changes to Social Security benefit amounts, and the funding mechanism for these increased payments would need to be clearly established. But the fact that the Social Security Administration has released a specific timeline suggests that there's serious momentum behind this initiative. For current Social Security recipients, the most pressing question is probably about timing. When can you realistically expect to see these enhanced payments, and what do you need to do to prepare? Based on the preliminary timeline, the first payments could potentially begin as early as the next quarter, but recipients should be prepared for the possibility that the rollout could take longer, depending on administrative and legislative processes. The $6.670 figure itself is particularly significant because it represents a substantial increase over current average Social Security payments. For context, the average Social Security retirement benefit in 2024 was approximately $1.900 per month, while the average disability benefit was around $1.400 monthly. If the $6.670 represents a monthly payment increase, it would more than triple the current average benefits, which would be truly life-changing for millions of Americans. But what if the $6.670 represents a one-time payment rather than a monthly increase? Even as a one-time benefit, this amount could provide crucial financial relief for recipients who are struggling with unexpected expenses, medical bills, or other financial emergencies. Many Social Security recipients have been forced to rely on credit cards or other forms of debt to make ends meet, and a substantial one-time payment could help them pay down debt and achieve greater financial stability. The payment card delivery system also raises important questions about implementation and accessibility. How would recipients receive these cards, and what security measures would be in place to prevent fraud or misuse? The Social Security Administration has been working to modernize its systems and improve security, and this payment card could represent a significant step forward in those efforts. For individuals who are not yet receiving Social Security benefits but are approaching eligibility, this announcement could have significant implications for retirement planning and timing decisions. If these enhanced payments become available, it might influence when people choose to start claiming Social Security benefits or how they structure their overall retirement income strategy. The broader economic implications of this potential payment increase are also worth considering. If millions of Social Security recipients suddenly receive substantially higher payments, this could provide a significant stimulus to the economy, particularly in sectors that serve older adults and individuals with disabilities. Increased spending on health care, housing, and other essentials could create a ripple effect throughout the economy. As we await more detailed information about this announcement, it's crucial for Social Security recipients to stay informed and prepared. Make sure your contact information is up to date with the Social Security Administration. Monitor your online Social Security account regularly, and be cautious of any scams or fraudulent communications that might try to take advantage of the excitement around this potential benefit increase. The coming weeks and months will be critical for determining whether this $6.670 Social Security payment card becomes reality. Stay tuned to reliable news sources, follow official Social Security Administration communications, and continue to advocate for the benefits you deserve. This could truly be the beginning of a new era for Social Security benefits in America, and every eligible recipient deserves to understand how these changes could impact their financial future. Remember to subscribe to this channel for continuing coverage of this developing story and all the latest Social Security news that affects your benefits and your financial well-being.